let me take you back to one of the most eerie moments of my life. It's a story that still sends shivers down my spine whenever I think about it. One rainy night, some friends and I were meeting up to hang out. The rain was coming down hard, making the streets glisten under the dim streetlights. We decided to meet at a park, with a long, narrow parking lot flanked by 2 soccer fields. It was a place we often went to, but that night, it felt different. On the far side, the fields met a forest, at the outskirts of town. The trees loomed like dark sentinels, their branches swaying ominously in the wind. I parked right in the middle under the only streetlight. The light flickered occasionally, casting eerie shadows around my car. My friends pulled up, I hopped into their car, and as we were about to leave, we saw something. It was a figure, barely visible through the rain. Someone, walking directly toward my car. The figure moved with a strange, deliberate pace, almost as if it was gliding. Now get this man walked half the length of a soccer field at the exact same angle, like a bishop on a chessboard. His movements were unnaturally precise. He didn't waver, not once. It was as if he was on a mission, and nothing could deter him. I told my friends to wait. We watched in silence, our breaths fogging up the car windows. I thought he was going to break into my car. My heart pounded in my chest as he got closer and closer. The man reached my car, took a step or two, almost bumping into it. His face was obscured by the rain and shadows, and then he did something even stranger. He paused for a moment as if considering his next move. He turned, walked to the back of my car, turned again, reached the far side, turned once more, and then returned to the exact same line he was walking before. It was like he was tracing an invisible path. He continued into the woods, in the rain, at a methodical pace. The darkness swallowed him up, and he vanished from sight. It was like something out of a horror movie, and I couldn't shake the feeling that we had just witnessed something unnervingly supernatural. The air felt charged with an unexplainable energy. We always described it as the "it follows" monster, and it seemed like we had crossed paths with it on its way to a target. The memory of that night still haunts us. I was so spooked that I had my friends take me back to my car. The drive was tense and we kept looking over our shoulders, half expecting to see the figure again. We decided to meet up at a Walmart parking lot instead. It felt safer, more populated, and less eerie. So I'm sharing this with you. It's a story that has stayed with me, a reminder of how strange and unsettling the world can be. Have you ever experienced something similar or heard of any folklore that matches this? I'm curious to know if others have had such eerie encounters. Let me know in the comments. Your stories might help us understand what we saw that night. Until then, stay safe out there. The world is full of mysteries, and sometimes, it's better to be cautious. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more creepy tales. Your support helps us keep sharing these spine-chilling stories.